Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Jolene and I'm the author of the Glory MC series, the Moonrise Beach series, and the new Heartbreaker series. So I'm back to do another planner collection video. This time the brand that we are featuring is Auristel. As you guys know, Auristel is one of my favorite planner companies. They are Canadian, which makes things a lot easier for me because I don't have to pay extra customs and things like that like I normally do with other US or international brands. So when I order, I can get it within the week, and they're really nice quality planners. I love the scallop planners. So these Airy's and also these cloud planners are probably some of my favorite planners because they do match the inserts from my shop. I do sell printable inserts, and they all have this cute pink scallop. So I know a lot of you guys who use the Auristel planners also really love how my inserts kind of match the outside of the planner. So if you guys are interested in those inserts, you can always use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off. But I have a pretty large collection of Auristel planners, so instead of just doing one video for all of them, I think I'm gonna have to break it up into like 5 videos because my collection is that large. So we're gonna start with the largest size that I have, and I'm also going to include A5 in this video too, just so that you can kind of see the comparison. So I will have ring bound planners in here, as well as her perfect fit planner covers, which hold like the book bound planners like Hobonichi, Stylogy, and things like that. So let's start with the A5 wide because I have the most of that size. So let me get started with this one right here. So with the A5 wide, I have 2 models or 2 designs. I have the cloud, which is what you see here with the beautiful scallop. Once again, this is probably my favorite style that Auristel does. It's probably one of her most famous ones as well. And like I said, it's because it matches the inserts from my shop. So it kind of matches my own brand, which I really like. And the other model that I have is the Blossom, so I will show you that after I go through all of my clouds. So I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cloud planners in the A5 wide size. Like I said, my favorites. And this first one that you see here is the Sunday morning one. I'm not going to go by like which one I purchased first in that order. I honestly can't remember, so I'm just going with whatever order it's already in. So this one is the Sunday morning one. It's a beautiful gray planner. It's kind of like a taupey gray on the outside, but what I love about it is that on the inside it's kind of like this pinky purple color. So you get the 2 tones, which I think is perfect. I just love it whenever she does that. I think it just adds something really special. So with the cloud planners, one of the reasons why I love this is because of the pocket configuration, and she has a few different styles of the pockets, but this one right here is my all-time favorite, where she has the window pocket here, so you can slide in. In this case, I just have a happy holiday card in there. You get 2 large pockets. It might be hard, maybe I'll just move this. This is my Christmas setup, so that's why it's all Christmas deco, as you can see. But you have the 2 pockets here, and these go all the way down to the bottom, and then you have these 2 smaller ones, which I find are great for putting smaller die cuts, cards, paper clips, things like that. And then you have 2 secretarial pockets. So like I said, this is my favorite pocket configuration for the cloud. It's both functional, but I love to decorate it, as you guys can see. And then I also really like that you get the strings. So you get 2 elastics on the front and then 2 on the back. So if you guys are interested in adding some TN inserts, you can. Obviously you have the ring system in the middle, and then I also really like the back pocket configuration. You get 2 of these curved secretarial pockets. At the moment I just have some drilling cards and stickers in there, and then 2 pen loops, which is always important for me. And then of course you have the beautiful scallop part of the planner with the hardware, so you can choose between silver and gold most times. So the reason why I have so many of these cloud planners is because I use both A5 wide inserts in here, and also A5, so like half letter size also sometimes. And I use one for memory planning, so the A5 wide is for memory planning. If you guys watch my Sunday videos, my plan with me's, you guys know I use the Auristel A5 wide planners to plan in my A5 wide inserts. And that's why I have so many of them, because I do switch them out seasonally. So as you guys can see, this one is one of my Christmas setups that I have also done a video on. So if you guys want to see how I put it all together, then check out that video. But I have like another one here, for example, that I like to use in the autumn time. This one is the color First Blush, so it has a beautiful kind of pebbled leather. This one is more pebbled than the Sunday Morning. Honestly, I like both of these leathers. I like the soft kind of smoothness of this one, but I also really like the textured leather. Auristel does have like both vegan leather, which is what these ones are, and also real leather, so I have a few of those. She used to do real leather in her early days, but I think now she's just moved on to vegan leather, and I will say that her vegan leather is probably like the best ones out there. I've tried from other brands, and honestly, her vegan leathers are the best ones. They hold up really well and they feel like quality. So let me get back into this one. So this is one of the ones I purchased for autumn time. It's a kind of like dusty pink color, which I absolutely love. I got it in the silver hardware this time, and as you guys can see, I have my favorite pocket configuration here. So you'll see a lot of my A5 wide clouds have this pocket configuration because it's my favorite. I do have ones that have another one, which I will show you, but if there's a color that I like and it has this pocket configuration, I almost always buy it because, like I said, it's functional. Sometimes pocket configuration makes it hard to decorate. So this one is easy. I don't have to think about it. I have my pen loops here, my elastics if I choose to use that, and then obviously I have my inserts in here. So another reason why I like to have so many of this size is because I do put my past inserts in here. So for example, I have my 2022 memory spreads in here. So once the year is done, I will put all my memory spreads in here. So I have all my monthlies in here, which I've done videos on them. So if you guys want to see them, then you can check them out on my channel. And then I have all my weeklies. So here are my memory spreads for my weeklies. So I have everything in here, and that's why it's so chunky that I love to look back on all of these. Memory keeping is a nice kind of self-care activity. So these are using the printable inserts from my shop. So like I said, I have the whole year in here, and then if I feel like moving back into this planner, I just move the guts out of it into another one of my Auristels, and I will move back into this one. So if it's fall time and I feel like I want to change back into this planner, that's all I do. It just keeps it very simple, and then I have just some other extra bits in here as well. All my planners are kind of like all set up, and then I just move like my inserts that I want to use in here. So this one is First Blush, one that I love to use in the fall time. Definitely one of my favorites. Now let's move on to the one I like to use for spring. So I do remember that this one was one of the first ones that I ever purchased for the A5 wide side from Auristel. This one is Rose Quartz, and I do believe that this is one of her most popular colors. She has this color in a lot of different sizes. I have the one that is in silver, but I have also a pocket rings with this leather that is in the gold, and I love that one too. So I feel like with silver or gold, it looks really good. So this one is First Blush. I did actually purchase the flyleaf. This is an additional purchase, but I love that she had one that matches this planner to a T, so that I purchased one, and then I do have another one that's in the white for my white one. But again, as you guys can see, my favorite pocket configuration is here. I have a lot of bunnies, flowers, and kind of pink tones because this is my springtime planner. So I love to have lots of florals in here. I have like some Valentine's Day stuff in here too. So I keep all of my dashboards, vellum, acetate in here. So whenever I want to move into it, I can just put my inserts in. So yeah, this is how that looks like. One of my first ones and definitely still one of my favorites. I just love this pebbled leather. It's really, really beautiful. And then I will show you the one that I typically use during the summer. So this is the one that I like to use in the summertime, and the reason why I absolutely love this planner is because it has the gold hardware and it's lilac. Lilac is my favorite color. At the time when this came out, I remember looking for a lilac planner and there weren't too many other companies that were doing it at the time. They were either kind of like gray or washed out kind of lilac. I really wanted one that was like a true lilac. So when I saw this, I had to get it. And I remember I did purchase it at the same time I got that last one, the rose quartz. So this is definitely one of my all-time most precious ones because it is my favorite color. So like I mentioned, this is my summer setup. So in here, I have like the same pocket configuration that I love. And in here, I just have like some rainbows. I have the little girl with the pool floaty. I have some summer Simply Gilded washi and things like that. And then I have my more summery type of dashboards in here. So once again, whenever I feel like moving into my summer setup, I will just bring my dividers and inserts in here and I'm good to go. I already have it pretty much decorated how I like it. A lot of these pens do stay in here. I always have a Simply Gilded pen and a Pen Gems. And then this time I actually added a little tassel from a Simply Gilded sub box. I just added to the strings there. And then in this one I do have one of the TN inserts that Simply Gilded provided us in a sub box. So that is how I've been utilizing the elastics at the front and back. So this one is definitely one of my all-time favorites. I will never ever get rid of this one because I feel like this kind of lilac color is a little hard to come by. So as you guys can see, I have like my 4 or like 5 main seasonal colors that I like to use. So spring, summer, fall, winter, and then I usually have one for Christmas as well. And then some of the other ones are kind of like more anytime setups. So if I get bored of maybe my summer one, I can always move into another one. So that is my reasoning why I have so many of the same size. Like I said, I do also use these covers with A5 inserts for work, and I will show you my work setup once I get to that planner. So let's move on to some of the other ones that I have. This one right here is the one I just finished using for my memory planner. This is Cinderella, and it's a beautiful blue. I remember in 2022, the Seafoam and the Cinderella colors were really popular colors. So yeah, as you guys can see, again, I have more of a winter setup in here. And then I actually do have a few Cinderella dashboards. These are papers from Hello Petite Paper. So they have the carriage there and things like that. This one's actually Alice, but I love the colors. So I kind of mixed like a winter theme and a Cinderella theme with this setup. So I do have a video up on my channel for it. And again, it has the same pocket configuration. And yeah, this is the one I just finished using. So I moved out of it and I kept all the dividers and dashboards inside. And then the other one that I purchased around the same time is the Seafoam one right here. So again, I purchased it with the gold hardware. So you can kind of see with my blues and greens, this one is definitely more blue. This one is kind of like a mint candy apple Essie nail polish color. So if you guys are familiar with that nail polish, it's a really famous one. It's kind of similar to this one, maybe just a little bit more like on the green side. So again, this was a color that was really popular in 2022, so that's why I wanted to pick it up. And as you guys can see, this is the one I'm using right now for work. And here are my inserts from my shop that I use, the half letter rings. So they still fit because the ring holes are the same place, but as you guys can see here, the inserts are obviously narrow. So On the cloud planners, you can probably notice it a little bit more. So there's a little bit less space on the A5 wide. But if you are using the other model that I have, the Blossom one, I feel like you can't notice it as much. But like I said, I just like to use them interchangeably. At the moment, I'm using this one for work. I have some really personal stuff in here, so I'm not going to flip through it. But I do have my work schedule, some reference and project stuff in here. I am thinking about moving back into the Daily Duo, but like the ring-bound version instead of the spiral. Once the new planners come out, I will purchase that and then just move my dailies in here so I can have this up kind of like standing on the side of my desk like that. So I will only have like the one planner for work now, because right now I have this planner plus my Daily Duo, which is right here. So it'll just kind of lessen the amount of planners, because I do use the A5 pretty religiously. I think maybe 6 or 7 years I've been using this size. So yeah, it's definitely one that I go to for work. So again, same pocket configuration. I even have one of the cloud clips that match. So I thought that was kind of cute. So yeah, don't feel that you need to only use a planner one way. You can definitely put different size inserts in here. So that's why I like to have multiple of these planner covers, so I can switch between my work planner, my memory planner, A5 and A5 wide. So yeah. By the way, this is a dashboard from Sweet Deer Stationery. I am a PR girl, so if you do mention me in the comments or use my code, you can actually get this free dashboard. Isn't it cute? I love it. So that one is my work planner currently. And then I have one last cloud planner. This one is the Pink Paw. It's the Leopard Luxe. So it has this beautiful leopard pattern on the flap here, and then you have it on the pockets. So you can see that this one actually has different pocket configuration. You have these adjusted depth pockets, and then you have the scallop pocket here. I do like this one. It's not my favorite like the other ones, but I do prefer it over some of the other ones. So you can fit in some larger journaling cards and larger die cuts and things like that. You have the two pockets here, and then you have obviously the elastics. It's the same pocket configuration on the back, and I love the leopard print. They also have a black version, but I feel like the pink one is just really nice. This one feels like really soft and slick. I even have like a pen that has the leopard print pattern on it. So yeah, this is actually the one that I'm using right now for my memory spread. So yeah, if you guys join me every Sunday, you guys can see me put down all of these stickers and create all these really pretty cute spreads that I love to look back on each year. This is definitely a planner that I don't see myself ever stopping. It's just a really nice self-care activity, and I just love to flip back on it. So this is the one that I'm currently using at the moment as my memory planner. So there we go. Those are all the A5 wide rings that I have in the cloud. I'm going to show you my A5 wide rings in the Blossom model now. So this is the Blossom pattern. I love this one too because it looks more like a traditional ring bound planner, but you have the adjustable strap. I love this kind of like clover or flower button. You have like a little crystal in there. I love clovers, so I'm going to say that it's a clover, but it could be taken as a flower, and it's my favorite. You also get the adjustable strap, which is one of my favorite features of the Auristel planners. If your planner gets really chunky, you can adjust the strap. Again, you have two pen loops, which is very, very key for me. You have the secretarial pocket, the side loading pockets, and then on the Blossoms, just something to note, you don't get the elastics. So if you don't fancy the elastics on the clouds, the Blossom may be more your style, but they do have this kind of blossom pattern on the pockets and the interior, which I really like. It kind of reminds me of like Louis Vuitton, kind of luxe feel. And then this is the other type of pocket configuration that they do. So you can probably see that it has some cutouts there, which is really, really cute. And then you have the patterns that kind of alternate, and then you have these two side pockets. So this is one that I was using earlier. It's a lovely pink, and I will show you it compared to the rose quartz. So the rose quartz is definitely more of like a lighter blue tone pink. It kind of looks white on camera sometimes, and this one is definitely more baby pink. So if you like more of a baby pink, then go for the fairy tale. If you like more of a cool tone white look, then go for the rose quartz. And then I will compare it also to the pink paw. As you guys can see, the pink paw kind of has a grayish tone to it. So it kind of has that kind of luxe, like minimal look to it. And this one is definitely more baby pink. So that is just something to note in terms of the pink colors. But I love this look as well. It kind of reminds me of like a luxe planner. So this is another one of my favorites. So that one is the fairy tale, a lovely pink. So the next one that I have in the blossom design is my white one. This is Snow Angel. It's a little hard to show on camera because my table here is white as well, but I like to use this one in the winter time. So I have all my winter kind of die cuts and clips and things like that. Again, I have the fly leaf that I purchased. I like the fly leaf because it has the scallop pattern that can fit with the cloud planners that I just showed you, but it also has the blossom pattern, so it matches the planner perfectly. So yeah, I really, really love this one. So again, I just have my dashboards and some of my inserts all ready to go, so whenever I feel like moving into it, I can. You can fit like an A5 notebook here at the back too, so that's really nice. So that one is the Snow Angel, and then the very last A5 wide ring planner that I have is the Deboss Blush. So this is the Deboss Blush. I have it here with the gold hardware, and they do have one that is just called Blush, which is this color, same color, but it just doesn't have the deboss. I went with the deboss because I thought it would be a little extra, something really fancy. So yeah, I got this one, and this is another fall setup that I have done before. And as you guys can see, once again, I have my past inserts in here. I think actually the one I showed you was 2021, and then this one is 2022. So as you guys can see, I have all my spreads in here once again. So whenever I feel like moving back into this cover, I can just move these inserts into another one and start using it right away. I have all my dashboards in here already that I love. So yeah. Come fall, I can move back in here. So that is how I justify having all these planners. You know, they are placeholders sometimes. Sometimes they're in action and I'm using them every single day. And sometimes I just use them seasonally. So those are all of my A5 wide rings. As you guys can see, I have a nice collection going of the clouds and the blossoms, and I would definitely recommend both. I can't really choose between both because I like them honestly equally. They are some of my favorites. So hopefully that kind of helps you in terms of the differences between the two models and then also the colors. Now I'm going to show you my A5 collection, which is quite a bit smaller because she hasn't been doing the A5 planner covers for that long. I think she only started like last year or something like that. So if you are new to my channel, you guys know that I love ring planners and I love the Hobonichi book-bound planners too. So I was really happy to see Auristel start releasing these A5 planner covers. So she has, I think, 2 models, or she may have a few more now that she just released, but I didn't purchase them. The 2 that I have here are the magical covers. This is the magical one with the kind of like Mickey head design. It kind of resembles the cloud because of this. And then we also have the Aries. So this one also has the scallop pattern, which is why I love it, but it doesn't have any rings inside. So let me show you. So inside here, I do have my very chunky Hobonichi cousin. This is the full year that I'm using once again. And I love this planner. This one is the Sunset Camellia. It's a gorgeous cover. I think you guys really love it too because I know a lot of you guys want it or already have it. So the pocket configuration is really functional. You have a side pocket. You have this secretarial pocket here, which kind of has like a square finish to it. And then you have 3 pockets. So as you guys can see, I just have a bunch of sticky notes in here, some tabs, some planner cards. So all of that is just tucked in there. And then I really love this smaller scallop pocket here. That's a nice touch to bring in that scallop design. I just have some stickers and die cuts in there. And then in the back, you have the adjustable strap, which you guys know I absolutely love. I actually have it on the second one right now, but I think because my planner is getting so chunky, I will have to move it out one soon. You have the elastic pen loops here on the side, and then here is where you would put the back of your planner. So I think it's really functional. I really love it. I think I'm actually going to purchase more because I like to switch out my covers. But this is definitely one of my favorites, the Sunset Camellia. It almost looks white on camera sometimes, but it's a very, very light baby pink. So it's nice and neutral, matches with a lot of different spreads. The other Airy that I got is this one here. So this is also part of the Airy line. It just has no scallop on it. So you guys can see this one does, this one doesn't. So it kind of has a more minimal feel to it. This one is in the classic brown. This one has rather large pebbling, which is nice. I really like the kind of textural, you know, the feel of it is really nice. Whereas the Sunset Camellia is the lambskin, so it's a lot more smoother. But the pocket configuration on this one is actually a little bit different if you purchase the one that doesn't have the scallop, because obviously it doesn't have that scallop bit at the bottom. Instead, it has these card slots. You have 3 of those, and then the 2 pockets here. So that's just something to note. I do also really like this pocket configuration. I thought I wouldn't, which is why it took me a while to purchase one, but I actually really do like it. And then you have a secretarial pocket here, and then another side one. So good for storing like journaling cards or other bits and bobs that you may need. I forgot to mention that you do get the 2 ribbons, and then on each of them you do get a little hook here so you can put a charm. So that's what I've been doing. This is the back. So again, you have the adjustable strap, the 2 pen loops, and then the side pocket and the secretarial pocket. So I just moved out of this one just for a little change. I wanted something lighter for springtime, but I love this cover too. I often think about moving back into it, so it's definitely one of my favorites. And then the last A5 cover that I have here is the magical one. I have in the caramel color, which is the brown, and it kind of reminds me of the cloud because you have this pattern, but it has a beautiful Mickey head instead. And then the Mickey design is also here on the pocket, which is cute. So you have 2 slots there. You have this kind of like smaller secretarial pocket and then the Mickey head. So you can put some extra bits in both, which is kind of cute. And then you have one side pocket here. You still get the 2 bookmarks and then the little charm holder. And then at the back you have this smaller one with the polka dots, which is super, super sweet. And then you get the 2 elastic pen loops. So in here, as you guys can see, I have managed to fit in my A5 Erin Condren Daily Duo. So I love that it fits in here because I never had a cover for it, but it actually does fit in here really nicely. As you guys can see, the front cover only goes up to here. So that is why it's important to have this scallop part so that it can actually close. Now, if you want to purchase the Airy design for the Erin Condren Daily Duo, it's not going to fit because it definitely needs this flap. If you guys are looking for a cover for your Erin Condren A5 Daily Duo, I would suggest going for this one, the Magical Cloud. So those are the 3 A5. I'm thinking about getting another one, maybe like another pink one. I have my eye on the Croco, the Love at First Sight Airy, so I may pick that one up soon just so that I can have another pink one to switch in and out of during the spring and summer, and then these two I can use for maybe like fall and winter. So that is everything. So as you guys can see, Auristel is definitely one of my favorite companies when it comes to planner covers. I have a pretty large collection, so I will be following up this video with a few other ones to go over the other sizes that I have from Auristel. So those will include both ring bound planners and more of these kind of folio style planners. So if you guys aren't subscribed already, do subscribe. Make sure that you hit that bell button so you guys get notified of when my next planner collection video goes up. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them down below. And once again, if you guys are interested in the printable ring bound inserts from my shop, or the full page stickers that I use, the Hobonichis for the A5, I have them for the weeks, and also the A6 size too, and even for B6 Stylogies, you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off. But that is my A5 wide and A5 collection from Auristel so far. I'll probably do an updated one if I do accumulate more covers, but thanks so much for all the love on these planner cover collection videos. I have a blast filming them. Let me know what size planner that you guys would like me to feature next from Auristel. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys, have a nice day.